What episode is this? Been doing these for a hot minute. Wow. Cool. Well, on that note, welcome to TV Dinner episode 14 featuring Tezy Wonda. What's good, my dog?
Blessings, big bless. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on the show. Tezy Wonda is a multifaceted, very talented artist. Really excited to get into this interview with you, man.
Oh yeah, me too.
So why don't you just give people a little background about, who you are really quick for the people at home who don't know what you're about.
I'm from West Covina, California. 10 East, 10 West. Either way you go, you gonna meet it. Just a regular dude from small city. I've been doing music for about 3 to 4 years. I'm the last person out of my group to do music, actually. I used to be a dancer. Used to get buck and all of that.
Been getting a lot of those lately. A lot of those dancer musicians. Love it.
Transition to the dark side. Yeah, I'm just basically about my city, man. All about West Covina. I grew up there. I was actually born in Inglewood, but I grew up in West Covina after the Rodney King riots and all that. So, yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
And the really interesting part of the story, we were just chopping it up before this.
Yeah.
You started taking music seriously about 4 years ago. But before that, what got you into music? Why don't you tell everyone a little bit about that, in terms of your influences and what really got you into doing it?
I grew up on Michael Jackson. I grew up on all old school music, Al Green, Temptations, Earth, Wind, and Fire. My grandma, shout out my grandma. You feel me? So she put me on there. My grandpa, I used to listen to blues and all that, Louis Armstrong. So that's what got me into music, just hearing different sounds and growing up to it and just feeling the vibe. My grandma and my grandpa used to have all these parties at the house, and I used to live with my grandma and my grandpa, so I was always there. So I would just see all the old folks, the grown folks, not the old folks, the grown folks party and just live it up, some Al Green, and just hear that funk, that boom, 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 just hearing it and all that.
Yeah.
So that's what got me into it. And my first performance was with my grandpa for his retirement party. I played David Ruffin from the Temptations.
Classic.
And all of that. Yeah. So I had my little role in that. So
Nice, man.
Yeah.
And how would you say that has influenced your music now?
Man, it influenced it a lot because just hearing the sounds and knowing how to move and hearing and seeing people react to the music that I've heard helps me write to have those people feel and move that certain type of way, Just hearing that, and then I'll play something for my grandma, something funky, something real, you feel me? And I'll get her feedback from it, and she'll let me know.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she knows, right?
Yeah,
she's the authority on that, right?
For sure, yeah. She's really the reason. Because I seen her performing like, ooh, to the best of my love.
Yeah.
She used to do her little performance thing. And
Oh,
all
that's
of that
tight.
Too, so I would go right after her. Like, we all grew up performing and all of that. So
The whole household.
the whole household.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, so
Just being immersed in an environment like that, that's going to inspire creativity.
Yep.
That's going to bring out the musicality in you. So what led you to that point where 4 years ago you're like, okay, I want to take this serious now?
the homies and the homie Pop, shout out to the squad, Vigi Gang over everything, you already know. The homie Mikey, he was like the rapper, you feel me? Like, everybody wanted to battle Mikey, and I was dancing at the time, so I would tell the homies, like, y'all not messing with Mikey, you feel me? So they wanted to battle, they battled, and then after that, I ended up getting on the track, and then I was trying to be part of some of the homie squad, and they was like, nah, you can't rap. And that's what inspired me to do it. And then when I got on my first track, everybody told me that I sound like Biggie. And to be compared to that and to feel what they were talking about, I was like, dang, he was everything, because once I heard that Juicy, it was over with. Like, that's my favorite track from Biggie, you feel me? Everybody know that song, so.
Of course. And that's not where it just stops, right? You were talking about how you want to be considered as more than just a rapper, though.
Yeah,
You want to be considered as an artist, an entertainer. I mean, The first guest that's come through with, you know, something from his merch line as well, you know, came through with the gifts.
Young Visionaries,
you know,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
really dope. Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Well, yeah, Young Visionaries is a collective of people from West Covina. We trying to expand more, but it's basically me and the Brodies, young people from the city trying to give back to our city, inspiring the young people, especially from our high schools, West Covina, South Hills, you know, Northview, just everybody around. It's a little wild out there, but it's a little cool and conservative too. You feel me? So it's the best of both worlds, depending on what side you on.
For sure.
Every year right now, we having toy drives.
Oh,
so
that's
we
awesome,
giving back
man.
to like group homes and
That's really
charities.
dope. That's amazing,
so
bro.
How basically the charity works is you bring a toy, you get a free shirt.
That's dope,
First 100
man.
people get a free shirt. So we basically I print those myself. I don't go to no spot or nothing. I print those myself. I got
It's nice quality too.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you,
this
thank
is
you.
solid.
Yeah, Young Visionaries.
Yeah.
Better quality, you feel me, and cheaper prices. So
Hell
so,
yeah,
you know.
there you go. With the plug,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
With the plug.
So whatever you need, hit us up. YVapparel.com, you feel me?
That's dope, man. What would you say really is the best piece of advice that you've gotten as you've jumped into all these creative fields that's kind of helped you with, you know, just along this journey so far?
Never give up. That's the best piece of advice that I've gotten. Like, regardless the situation you're going through, however you're feeling, you just gotta have that mentality to never give up. And it's kind of hard to do that. It's easier said than done. Just never give. Just keep striving, keep fighting, keep going, keep God first. That's what I think is the best advice I could give to the next person. It's hard to take my own advice.
Always.
Like,
Always.
yeah, but I just keep reminding myself constantly, never give, never gave. You feel me? I grew
Yeah.
up saying that since 6th grade.
If you truly believe in something, man, and it's worth going for, you know, you just got to keep going at it. And eventually, with enough consistency and enough passion, you will accomplish and, you know, execute on what your vision is. But it's important that you have that vision and that you don't give up on it. Especially nowadays, people want to be a lot of things because of what they see on social media or whatever.
TV,
You feel me?
all
Like,
that, yeah.
and you have all these different ideas. I want to do this. I want to do that. But once you really find that one thing, you just keep going at it, man.
Keep going, yep.
You know, it might happen in a year. It might happen in 5. It might happen in 10. You know, it doesn't really matter when it's gonna happen. But what matters is that you believe in it and you just keep going for it.
And staying
I respect
consistent
that.
about it.
I respect that, man.
Like, no days off.
Yeah.
No days. Not even a Sunday.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
That's the one thing I've noticed since moving out here. There is no like real weekend. There is no like holidays. There's not, you know, all the
Anything can
creatives
happen,
are
yeah.
just like doing shit every day.
yeah.
Yeah.
What I grew up learning was the next person is working harder than you. You feel me? There's always somebody working harder than you. And you want to outwork that person. You don't know who they is.
Yeah.
You just know somebody's working harder than
Definitely.
you. That's it. Just keep that in the back of your head. Like, nah, I'm
Definitely.
not going to let this person outwork me.
So where are you fueling all that energy towards right now? You got something coming up, right? Something in the
Yeah,
works.
yeah. I got this new project called Apply Pressure. I'm doing an Instagram project. Fired up maybe 7 videos, songs, 1 minute each. Trying to get as much creatives as possible involved in this. We just trying to kick it off, start a whole new wave for Instagram, by Instagram, you know. So
Yeah.
that's what we on right now. We trying to find dancers, bass players, trumpet players, just a whole bunch of people trying to get involved in all
Dope.
of that.
Do you have an idea of when that's gonna come out? You want to tease for the public? Or?
I mean, I would say a couple months. Right now, we doing this little marketing scheme right now. Y'all figure it out later. Yeah, I just been mystery behind the scenes, getting closer to God, praying more. You know, just figuring myself out on this walk of life.
That's the progress you need, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
progress you need,
Yeah.
100%. Well, super excited for it. Be on the lookout for all of you watching at home.
For real.
I got a final question for you. You're stranded on an island.
Okay.
You can only take 3 albums with you.
Ooh.
What are those albums?
You hit me with a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
Dang. I'm going to for sure take a Lauryn Hill project off top. Mandatory.
Which one?
Can I do her greatest hits? Because she's
Yeah.
just dope.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm taking her greatest hits.
Cool.
It's so many artists. 3?
3.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Man, right now, I'll take J. Cole, Forest Hill.
Cool.
You feel me?
Solid.
And damn, you killing me here, Larry. Nah, Lauryn Hill, J. Cole, and then I'll do some blues greatest hits.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's solid. That works.
Yeah.
That works. That's smart. Smart guy over here. No one's ever done like, let me get an era or like a genre. Solid.
J. Cole keep
Good
me
picks.
sane. Lauryn Hill keep me in the vibe, and the blues just gives me that feeling.
Yeah. For
like,
sure. For
like,
sure.
Let me hear them sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will make being stranded on an island not that bad,
Mm-hmm.
You're dancing around.
Play some blues on a Sunday.
There you go.
You know.
Hell yeah, man.
Still give my thanks to God. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, my man, Tezy, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Thank everybody for having me and all that,
yeah.
man. For real. Hey, shout out the kitchen, too. You feel me?
Shout out Dave.
Yeah.
Stepping in.
Hey.
Shout out Kato behind the camera.
Yeah.
Shout out all you guys
Kato.
coming through.
Yeah.
We got enchiladas cooking. And as
Yeah.
always, if you guys like what you see, feel free to subscribe. Do the whole
please.
9. If you guys want to see anyone on the show, hit us up. Let us know. We'll look into it,
Yeah.
Other than that, TV Dinner, episode 14. That's a wrap. We're about to have this man perform right now. We might even hear a couple tracks from his new project.
You will. Yeah.
And that's it.